laid back in his chair, but no, not getting laid. Sitting down and watching the day pass by. Even if I try to stop the time so I can slow down and stop and not lose any of the thoughts I feel I need to share. So someone asks, and the question becomes, what do you need to share, and why do you need to share it? And I think, and I thought, but I'm actually making it all up now, but it's what I'm thinking. And I think, if I can slow down time long enough so I can continuously remember what I want to do next, what I want to remember, I must record and put somewhere. I'm a regular mortal, or mortal of the mantle. I'm the mantle of the pieces that head on my body. I need to remember. So I put it in the star system. And it's a question that only has my answer, and it's not a definitive of 1 plus 1. If you're in science, 1 plus 1 or 1 beside 1 can say B or K or BKT, or be careful. So I think, and I say to myself, I'm going to share. Sunny and share. Make everything bright. It's all hers. It's her creation. Share, C-H-E-R. It's a hab. It's a shab. It's a chamois. It's a wipe up. Why am I saying all these words? I just came from the shopping center. Yes, I will bring some numbers, and I might just say about whatever things, but let's just get to the, oh, I gotta stretch my foot. Let's get to the point. I made my shop, and I stopped by the fruit section, and it says no sugar added. Oh, what, you think we're stupid? They put sucralose in there. But it's okay, because they added color. They reconstituted it out of a water we don't even know. And every time you see all the extra vitamin C, vitamin B, vitamin A, vitamin K, vitamin D, and every other one that they've added, I don't want any of it. Why don't they sell the setup kits? How are you supposed to shop and find out what's added, what's not added? But it doesn't matter, because for whatever you don't want in it is by a company that's making all the other products. So we look down into the fruit section, and it says cranberry on the front. Added vitamin C. I don't want you to add any vitamin because I don't want to see. I want to be me. Added vitamin C. Vitamin C. In fact, they want to manipulate you so much that they even say in the pack that has vitamin C, vitamin C. They're like, make it look the same. It's just like, we'll get back to the juice in a minute. Just like I walked into the biological section, I says, I'm standing, that's pretty much biological, is it not? I feed myself with the fruits of the land, with the meats that I eat. And then I look beside the natural biological fruits, and there's a beautiful section of packaged vegetables. Expensive. Not one of them is biological. You see, they use biological in the center, and by taking the spirit in the center, now you can go left and right, you can look up and down. It's centered to 4, but there's actually only 2. What's on your left, what's on your right? What's behind you, what's in front of you? It's just a reverse of the vision. What else do we have? We added apple juice. It says cranberry juice, 100% juice blend. They made the letters smaller, a little darker so you can't see it. Then they rewrite over the gold lettering so you can't read it again. 100% cranberry juice. Added elderberry juice, added blueberry juice, added apple juice, and then in a small little writing, it says 8 blends. Oh, what about the water? They never talk about the water. We sold lemonade, we used lemonade, we think lemonade and lime are 2 colors. Lemonade, oranges, and lime. They all have their own color category. Figure that one out. Wow. They say lemons make things rust. RU is the 7th inning stretch. It's also the end of Nibiru. And that's another story, Nibiru. 3, 5, and 7. It's the 2 legs. The 5 comes with the heart of the man. It stands 2 legs on its own. 3, position of creation, and 7 by 3 is 21. 9 by 1 is only 9. But the opposition of 7 and 3 makes it one of the greatest numbers. 7 by 3 is 21. You can crisscross 4 and 6. But how do you do that? You go to the 5 position, it becomes 0, 1, and 5, because it's the 0 position. A and E, position number 1, where the ace belongs in the central position. It's 1 and it's 5, it's 1 times 5, it's 1 plus 5 equals 11, or 2. And I should get into that, and I should skip this video and go on to the next before I forget, because I'm on overload. There's a lot of little things that people don't want to know, but as I scheme my way through the schematics of building the puzzle, other things are created within. So I count everything and leave nothing out. I do it as I go. Can you say those words? I do it as I go. Thus. I'm sorry, Lauren. Sorry, just thinking of you right now. And all those great McDonald's videos that I just came back from McDonald's for coffee. And I was thinking, like, what's in the coffee? Okay, back to the juice. But before we get to the juice, let's go to the fish section. So I pick up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fish. And I'm not really, want to buy anything with the cranberries on it and the cheese, and they made it fancy, right? So they make the salmon fancy. So I said to the guy, the wrapping's broken. Can you rewrap it? Guy picks up the fish, takes a wrapping out. I said, can you do me a favor? Can you flip the fish over? He says, sir. He says, if I flip the fish over, he says, all the stuff will come off. I says, well, he says, can you flip it over? Because I want to know if it's cleaned properly. He says, oh, yes, it's cleaned properly. He says, I'll turn it over for you. I said, thank you. So he turns over the fish. I says, you see that silver on the back of the fish? I says, those are scales. I said, if I cook your fish with the stuff on top and I can't turn it over because my stuff will fall off, then I'm going to have the scales in my mouth and I'm going to choke. Can you scrape the scales off for me, please? He looks at his boss and he says, those scales weigh some grams, and every gram is worth a penny. So I went back to the fruit section where it said pomegranate. Looked inside, there wasn't one pomegranate. Then I went to see grape juice. Added vitamin C. Welch's grape juice, the greatest grape juice ever. Added vitamin C. Why are we adding so much vitamin C? You know what I want to go to next? We're going to jump over to, should I jump to the American flag or cancel this now and make a 60-second video? So we're still shopping. And I go and I look for milk, and I go and I look for soya milk, and everything you find has something added or taken away, pasteurized or not pasteurized. We have been bamboozled in the mind. We have been taught certain things by our scientists, with the dietitians say, you need this vitamin C. You see, even if you didn't need it, they were going to correct it. So they correct the vitamin C, and then when the special dietitian comes over, they say you need the vitamin C, and they know everything, but they can only know from what they study of who created the vitamin element in the first place. Because if they don't have the vitamin element and can't tell, and if you can't tell, you understand? Can't tell, I tell, you tell, we tell. Let me tell you another story. This is what I'm doing in my next video. It'll be a 1-minute video. It's all about C. Dick Run. Raphael 7286, coming out of the market. We were talking about Nibiru, 3, 5, and 7. Do you know that in the 3 position, don't forget, we got to put dots inside. The first one is the A. The 5th is the E. The 9th is the I. If we go to A and we work the gematria tree of the regular letters in the English alphabet, A gets you Mercury. It connects you on the same grid to Pluto. 1 and 9 in full, yellow is under 10. They create the 10th into the secondary world. It only says 10, it doesn't say 20, but because you have in the 1 section, the 1 ball to the 7 ball, that is the first 10. When you go up to the 15 ball, you're using the second 10. What you don't use of the 10, E, A, I, O, and U, remember the holes of the pool table? There's another reason for the 5 hole, which becomes the ace hole, where the ace dot is presented in the middle of the octagon, where it says number 5, it's the circle of life. You hold up one arm and you turn it like this, and you've made the whole circle with 1 and 5 on one side, half moon, and then on the other side with 5 and 9. Case complete. Size of the circle shorter than it appeared. Why? Because when you measure, you must measure on the inside, the outside, the center, the support area. The support area. Why the support area? And I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it anyways. The support area for I'm going to try and show you this. For this design, somehow it's like a kidney bean. She turns. Here is the earth, okay? This is not the exact design that I wanted to make. This and this are the oceans that go all the way around. Below the oceans, you see this? It sits on this. They connect. The ocean slides on the bottom floor. The bottom floor is rounded. It's another planet. We're sitting on a planet like a big island. Yahoo! How can you not know? What is your house in the water? So the water is sitting on land, is it not? And do you know where that land goes? Have you ever gone to the bottom and out the other side? And do you exactly know the angle of penetration, the angle of this earth? Don't you think the earth might actually be a little bit like this? A little curve? I don't know about you, but Sam, Dick, and Harry certainly knows. Dick definitely knows there's a curve. And the horse's dick is so long, it's stretching it from one world to the next. And it's only got one pee hole. We just passed K&M. Kilometers. Keep a low lookout. Keep an eye on things. Do you have a clue? In French, it's cul-de-sac, which means dead ends. One-way street. Sens unique. It means without one. Sens unique. Sens unique. Sens unique. It means one way. It also means without one. And by the way, see this sign over here with this? That means you're actually number 11. So, because don't forget, the minute you, oh, I can't even tell you this, there's so much information that means absolutely nothing by talking about what, coming out of the grocery store, talking about fruits and vegetables, like, but you think nothing counts unless it's big and expensive? How about talking about if we had a real New World Order and we gave everybody something that they would long to have? In my next video, Raphael 7286. I'm going to break it up, go from one to the next. Maybe I'll call it A and B. What else was there? There was something else that I wanted to say. I wasn't sure. Oh yes. You see, although you have A, E, and I from 1, 5, and 9, and 1 and 9 is 10, you also have the cross corner of 3 and 7, which is 10. And it's not me. It's not me. It's not me. It has nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. It has to do with these. And I didn't design them, and I didn't create the odds, and I didn't make the games that games people play. It was Warner Brothers or Parker Brothers or anybody else. Was Mahjong, Bridge, and whatever games. Do I look? Does my name, Mr. Tacpan, sound like I made a game? Did I make a game? I made no game. The only game I made is I made a game up. I took all the other games and I put it into one game. I made a new game. Is it my game? Well, I'm the creator of my game, but I'm quite sure there are many and thousands and hundreds of millions of people who play the same game, but they just don't see it or know it. And they don't know it because they don't notice. They don't take notice of what they're doing. But it's not my fault. It's not their fault. It's the fault of the growing up. We weren't taught in this society. So what number did I actually use? 3 and 7. So if I actually show you this, 3 is opposite of 4, makes your 7. 4, okay, and 6. We take the 6, we turn it around, it's 1. We take the 4, we turn it around, it's 3. Is that what I said? So 10 equals 4. Follow me? 6 and 1. Just like, okay, 6 and 1, just like in pool, where they're both under 10, regardless this, it does not matter. But these are the only 2 dice where you can put the reflection on a light through a glass diamond cube and get the 1 on the other side inside of the 6 hole. The only 1. And that's not it. I'm going to have to keep that for the next video. In fact, I'm going to begin on the next video with that. I'm going to stop it for now. I'm starting to go a little bit all over the place. So Yeah, there's a lot. Let's end it on just poking this little image over there, and we're going to just get it a little bit closer. That's the roulette wheel. That is the Kabbalah design of center life, and there's X's and Y's. There's the fox ears. There's squares and separations. There's the heads. The top of the head of the cards we play cards with. It is their helmet they wear. Halloween is coming up, and the masks are being worn at the masquerade. And where's the masquerade? On all the picture cards, because they're making fun of who they designed. And that's us. It's just our mind is not all here. We're a little bit elsewhere. Do you understand? We may belong to another world as the body, but our mind came here to play their game. Raphael 7286 in the constellation of Pegasus, in the year counting down to 5775. And I just saw something today before I go, a calendar that starts in June, July, and goes all the way to the next June, July, and it counts 183 up, 183 down, meaning it tells you how many days left in the year and how many days have gone in the year. I've never seen that before, and it's made by MOUND. Lake Mead. Oh, just don't remind me of Lake Mead, please. I mean, the only thing that can really crack California is if Lake Mead goes down, okay, California leans backwards like a ship, and she cracks like the Titanic, if that's what they're talking about. If Lake Mead goes down, oh my God, how far north do you have to go? I guess Washington is pretty much safe, right? Is it? Is it? Is it? Thank you for watching.